Good morning, students, and welcome to this class of English. Today, I, Pankaj Singh Thapa, is again here. And children, today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. And the topic is criminal psychology. Children, the psychology of a normal person normally contradicts with a criminal. The way a criminal thinks is totally different from a normal person. We cannot just reach near it also. They are totally different. Many books have been written based on the criminal psychology, and many writers have tried to explain what and how a criminal thinks. And then now we have a little bit insight about the criminal psychology. But still, we are far behind. Then only the criminals are one step ahead of the police because they are such a well organized and well planned persons that we cannot reach near them. That's why still many crimes take place and criminals are so cunning and clever they are that they easily escape without getting noticed and without just leaving any sign for the police department. Children, being a part of the society and being a part of all the good and bad which happens in the society, it is our right and duty to get acquainted with something that is crime. Somebody has rightly said that there is no perfect crime. Even if the criminal is very perfect, even if he plans his every move with rare perfection, still he may leave one or the other clue for the police, which he misses to overlap. Children, it's very difficult to understand why we have criminals in society. And definitely, if I take this topic and I start discussing with you that why criminals take birth in society, one thing I would like to say that nobody is a born criminal. Some habits and some social problems and pressure make a criminal. And children, how do you make the antidote of a poison? May it be snake poison. Snakes are poisons are various kinds. Some are cardiovascular, some are neuro poisons. So they make you lame. They make your nerves lame. And cardiovascular poisons, they just stop the blood flow. They make your heart numb. My question is, how do we make the antidote of a poison? Do you know the process? The process is generally a small amount of poison which is tolerable is generally injected inside a horse because horse is considered as a very immune and strong animal. And then that antibodies get developed inside the horse, and those are get we just collected, and then we just next time we increase you know the level of poison or the amount of poison, and then by how much of poison is thrown out by the fangs of a snake in one round, at last we give that amount of dose inside the horse, because with the previous doses the horse has made itself immune to the poison. It has developed antibodies. So that large dose the horse bears, and then it makes antibodies for that dose also. So by that we get the serum or the antidote of poison. So what is it? Poison cuts poison. What we had done to make the medicine of poison, we had injected poison only. Reason? This only. So same philosophy applies over here. In this chapter, a criminal is there who has a criminal psychology, but it's a very interesting chapter, children. We may come to know about the plans and how effectively the plans are made by criminals. But let's first study about the person who has blessed us with this nice chapter, that is Colin Dexter. His complete name is Norman Colin Dexter. He is an English crime writer, and he was known for his Inspector Morse series, the novels Inspector Morse series, and these novels were written between 1975 and 1999. He was born on 29th of September 1930 in Stamford, UK, and he died on 21st of March 2017 in Oxford, UK. Movies and TV shows: Inspector Morse, Inspector Lewis, Endeavour. He got various awards also, children. First, Macavity Award for Best Short Story, and Gold Dagger, and Cartier Diamond Dagger. These are the awards got by Norman Colin Dexter, a very well-known personality, because Inspector Morse series is a very known series. Everybody knows about it. All right. So it is all about Dexter. Now I'm moving back to this chapter. Children, this chapter discusses how effectively the criminal Evans, the protagonist of this chapter, plans his escape. And he had the last laugh because he broke the prison and was able to escape. Actually, children, this story also teaches us a very important ideology, that we should not underestimate our opponent. Generally, what happens in a fight, whether it is oral or physical. First, we have to assess our opponent, that how much calibered he is, how much trained he is, what are his moves. First, we will have to understand his moves so that we may understand how effectively we can block him. In the same way, this chapter also teaches that we should not underestimate our opponent. Actually, what happened, the police officers were thorough in their preparations. They had nicely planned their preparations, because Evans demanded that he wanted to give a language exam, German language exam, that is O-level exam, basic foundation exam of German language. He demanded that thing, and in jail, the jail authorities can't say no to such a kind of demand. If a person, if a convict who is being jailed wants to study, wants to do some course for his upgradation of education, the jail authorities, they don't refuse. Yeah, permissions have to be taken, but ultimately the permission is granted. So same happened with Evans. He wanted to do the German O level course, and he was asked to give exam for that. And actually, it was not German O level exam which Evans wanted to give. Actually, he wanted to escape from the prison. And actually, the O level exam was such a kind of disguise to hide his plans. The person who came, McClary, is a new character in this story. See, I'll give you just small points to make curiosity inside your brain that what would be the story in this chapter. And when I'll give you detailed explanation, then the ultimate joy will be there. Children, the McClary who came and who brought the exam papers, actually he was one of his friend. And what happened? The Evans impersonated McClary and escaped from jail. And McClary was given the body shape and size of Evans. Jail authorities thought that, oh, it is McClary, let him leave, let him go. But actually, it was Evans who left out of the jail. And McClary was inside only as Evans. Then, anyhow, jail authorities caught Evans, but he left in the police van and was free forever. This way, Evans had the last laugh. He was able to befool the jail authorities and the police department, and he escaped from the jail. Children, this story is very interesting. As I told you, that it tells you various things. So hope you would be with me in my next video when I'll bring it for you. That is a detailed explanation of this chapter. So till then, thank you and goodbye.